love you all. Welcome, all you lovers, to the Florida Love Show. This is your love hour right before happy hour, sponsored by Florida Love. Join us each week as we spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. Now, back to spreading love.
This is for you, Kenny. It's the Florida Love Show, paying love forward is the theme. It's the Florida Love Show, hosted by Kenny and his dream. Every special guest brings their love to the set, and the interview flies, it all comes alive like a duet. He wears many hearts, so he has a very special side. In the Brooklyn Cafe, it's a big love buffet. With roses galore, and you are adored. Come take a bouquet. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Shine your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Love this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Give the gift of love and pay it forward and go. Give a kiss, give a hug. It's the Florida Love Show. Love you.
Welcome, all you lovers, to the Florida Love Show. Get ready to rock, because we are going to spread love all over the world. So here at Florida Love, we spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. We spread love all over the world to create world love. So right now, world love is happening. We have a group. Oh my God, I love you, Tammy Lynn. I love you, love you, love you. So Tammy Lynn's going to be our guest next week. We're going to be loving her mom. I am so excited. Love you, love you, love you, Tammy Lynn. Tammy Love. I call her Tammy Love. I am so excited. Love you, Nancy Love. Love you, love you, love you, love you. So let's keep sending hugs to you, Nancy Love. Sending hugs, 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 hugs. Keep the comments coming so we can spread love all over the world. Oh my God, this is great. So, I'm Kenny Love. I am the founder and creator, host, and lover. emphasis on Lover, 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 Lover of Florida Love, which is a nonprofit 501c3, and the Florida Love Show, also a nonprofit 501c3. We spread love all over the world, and love is free. Everything on Florida Love and Florida Love Show is free. So I am so, you're going to have to stick with me because we got a lot of loving music. We got a lot of celebrations. We're celebrating Black History Month. We're going to be loving everyone. I mean, look, you had an earthquake in Turkey. We're going to be loving everyone in Turkey. We had Michigan State mass shooting. We're going to love everyone in Michigan State. We had that train derailment. We're going to love everyone with that train derailment. COVID, we're going to love everyone. Anyone that's things happening. Ukraine, we're going to love everyone. Everyone, everyone, everyone. World love. And I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. So, Florida Love, when George Floyd passed, I saw it and I just started crying. I just started crying. And I said, I got to do something about this. I had no idea what to do, but I knew I had to make a difference. I knew it. So I reached out to my idol, who we're going to share more about on the show in celebration of Black History Month, Martin Luther King. My parents marched in the civil rights movement. They saw him with the I Have a Dream speech. I'm going to start crying. I'm getting really emotional. I want to read this. Martin Luther King is pure love. I have a dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed, that all men are created equal. All men and women are created equal. All human beings are created equal. We're all human beings. We're all equal. Equal, 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 equal. We're all the same. We all have blood. We're all the same. So I asked Martin Luther King, I was on my way to the show, 6 dozen roses. And I'm like, what do I do about what just happened to George Floyd? He says to me, go back inside to Whole Foods and Publix and hand out roses to every African American and say, I love you. And that's what I did. And it became a worldwide love movement called Roses for Change. People call me from all over the world, giving out roses and saying, I love you. Could you imagine if we all gave roses to each other and said, I love you, from the start of the day to the end of the day? That's it, a loving world. That's all we need to spread the love. So that's Roses for Change. So what happened was the newspapers covered it, the Sun Sentinel, Delray, Boca, and then the TV newses covered it. So I'm going to show you the TV newses that covered this so you can see what Roses for Change is all about. Please play the first TV news.
Welcome back. Now at 5:30, who couldn't use a little love right now?
One Pompano Beach businessman is making it his mission to spread love all around by giving out the flower of love to random strangers. CBS 4's Lisa Petrillo has this heartwarming story.
There's an old song with lyrics that say what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Ken Lehrman is living that moment in a movement he created called Roses for Change.
We love you.
The idea for Roses for Change came about after the death of George Floyd and the turmoil that followed.
I felt their pain. And for me, I don't see color. I mean, I see us all as human beings. And we all can love each other. I mean, love is simple.
Ken, who owns his own printing business for 35 years, appropriately named the Happy Printer, decided to spring into action, purchasing dozens of roses he could hand out.
The first thing I did was I went to Whole Foods and I also went to Publix and I gave out roses to all the African Americans in the store. And I said, I love you. And they said, I love you back. And they said, God bless you. And they said, we need love more now than ever before.
Ken was so moved by the response, he posted pictures on Facebook, receiving 600 likes. Suddenly, Roses for Change on Facebook was born. His followers wanted to join him, buying roses too, and it's now become a movement, spreading love to people of all races. We recently caught up with them in Boca Raton.
I just want to say I love you. Have a wonderful day.
Michelle Bellman, who had never met Ken in person, wanted in on the love train and came out on this day to volunteer.
His message is just of love, and love yourself and love one another. And he speaks to my soul, and he speaks to me because I love to spread love as well.
Some were skeptical, wondering if there's a catch to these random acts of kindness. But for those who understood it, it meant the world.
I think it's just amazing. This is really, really nice. You're really showing your love. You're taking your time to do this. Just amazing. And the red flowers, forget it. Just bringing brightness to this world. It's much needed. Thank you so much.
Seriously, so sweet.
Can you imagine what a world it would be like if we just all gave roses to each other instead of what's actually going on? Like, to me, that's a way to spread a message. Spread the message of love.
Lucky me, I received my rose. For more information on Roses for Change when they meet every Friday, go on to our website at cbsmiami.com. I'm Lisa Petrillo, Smell and Sweet, CBS 4 News.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So Lisa Petrillo says, she's the reporter there, she goes, smelling sweet, smelling sweet. So roses are the ultimate love. And Lisa Petrillo, I love you, Lisa Petrillo. I love you so much. So, mwah, to Lisa Petrillo. Can you imagine if we treated each other like that? We just went up to each other, gave each other a hug and said, mwah, I love you. We'd have a loving world. It's simple. It's so simple. Just say, I love you. So I say I love you to everyone, okay? I say I love you to my doorman. I say I love you to my next door neighbor. I said I love you to the person in the elevator today. They said I love you back. I say I love you to their dog. This dog jumps on my knee. It's the universal language. I love you. And everybody lights up. Lights up. Happiness, freedom, pure love. So now I'm going to play you the second news. The second news, I give out roses to teenagers at the Milagro Center. So these teenagers haven't heard I love you in years from siblings, relatives, parents, etc., etc. They were just hanging out, doing nothing when I got there. And after, lit up dancing. That's the power of love. So I'm going to play you the second news right now. Please play the second news.
We're continuing to bring you inspiring stories from our area about people changing their communities for the better. Tonight, WPTV News Channel 5's Chris Gilmore shares the story of a man on a mission to spread love, one rose at a time.
Roses are red and Ken Lerman's suit is too.
Love you, Anthony.
If you see his bouquets, he has a message for you.
Man, love you, brother.
The 55-year-old loves love.
I love you.
And he now uses roses to let people know it.
No, I love you.
There's some pain behind Lerman's purpose. His Roses for Change campaign began this summer after he and people across the country witnessed the fallout following the death of George Floyd while in police custody.
How can one human being do that to another human being? Like, I was crying when I saw it.
Armed with roses and a message of love, Lerman says he wanted to reach those most affected.
I got to give this to all the African Americans. They're hurting.
His message has since caught on both online and in Palm Beach County, where he regularly shares love and roses to people of all colors. We caught up with Lerman with 100 of his favorite flowers in hand at the Milagro Center in Delray Beach.
A lot of learning goes on every day here in the Milagro Center, but today's lesson consisted of some flowers and 3 words going a long way.
I love you.
I was surprised and I was like, oh, I love you too.
A lot of these teens say it's been a while since they've heard those words directed at them, and even longer since they have been given flowers.
It was kind of weird at first. I was like, roses, giving someone a flowers. It was kind of weird because I didn't expect that, but it's pretty nice. It's a really nice gesture.
He said, I love you, you stay safe, and he told my grandma happy birthday too.
Lerman says he hopes the connection he makes with strangers leaves a lasting impact.
That's my mission every single day, to spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love.
Because maybe all you need is love. In Delray Beach, Chris Gilmore, WPTV News Channel 5.
And you can help us share stories that are inspiring South Florida. Just send us your ideas to inspiringsfl@WPTV.com, or you can head to our website to make a submission.
Beautiful. So you see at the end, we're dancing. Walk in, doing nothing, and we're dancing. They were lit up. They hadn't heard I love you in years. They hadn't gotten a rose, who knows? We only have now. Now. Life is short. I could pass right now. We all could pass right now. Look how many people passed this week. I think Raquel Welch passed this week. I mean, we could go on and on and on how many people have passed. I mean, that's life. So we only have now to love each other. So we can have a loving world. Just say, I love you, love you, love you. I love all of you, love you, love you. Please keep the comments coming. Let's spread the love, spread the love, spread the love. So Chris Gilmore said, maybe all you need is love. So here at Florida Love, we say, all you need is love. The Beatles had it right. All you need is love. Love is everything. So I'm going to play a song for you right now, and you'll know it right away. So please play that song.
You can make them can be made. Nothing you can say that can't be said. There's nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. There's knowing you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love is all you need.
Love is all you need. Now that's a loving world. Look at everyone. A loving world. Happy, joyous, free, just by saying, I love you. Simple. So let's all say I love you to each other and let's create a loving world. I have said from New Year's that 2023 is going to be the year of love, and it is the year of love. So let's just keep spreading it all over the world to create world love. Love you, love you, love you. So I had said before how I say I love you to everybody, which I do. So I'm just going to give you some examples just so you get an idea how simple it is. So the first one I'm going to show you is my Uber driver. Just met him. Ended up falling in love. Angel from Cuba. We fell in love just by saying I love you. My Uber driver. Simple. Next. I'm just going to throw this up because I think it's so cool. Keep calm because love is the answer. Yeah, love is the answer. So keep calm. Just say I love you. Love is the answer. So then we have Kathy Love. She delivered to my condo. She's from Shipped. She delivered. We fell in love. We hugged. We kissed. She was the coolest. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Fell in love. It's possible. Next. Renting a U-Haul. Fell in love. Love you, love you, love you. I love how she's going, Love that. U-Haul. Just met them. Saying I love you. We all said I love you to each other, and this is what happens. Why not at the car wash? She's drying my window. I rolled it down and I said, I just want you to know I love you. This is Elise Love. And we fell in love. Love you, love you, love you. Loving world. Look at the smile on her and I. Lit up at the car wash. Next. Why not getting gas? I gave her a rose, coming back from the show. We fell in love. 7-Eleven. I love you. Loving world, loving 7-Eleven, loving each other. Possible. Possible. And all we have is now. Life is short. And I'm going to show you this because I want you to know how short life is. I got in a car accident in December, about a month and a half ago. I was hit from behind on the Florida Turnpike by a monster truck going, who knows, 100 miles an hour? I was just driving along. If you don't think life is short, you can pass any time. Gas tank could have exploded. Gas was pouring out of it. People couldn't believe I walked out alive. My life. God bless. I mean, really, like, I love you, God. God is love. Life is short. We only have now to love each other. Do you want to wait till you pass, or do you want to say I love you now? What are your last words going to be to people? Are they going to be I love you? Give it a shot. Watch how your life transforms with love. So I love each and every one of you. I love you, love you, love you. I say I love you to everyone. Matter of fact, I said I love you to the guy who hit me. He gave me a hug. It's possible. So let's spread the love all over the world. So it's Black History Month this month. To all my African American friends, I love you, love you, love you. Happy Black History Month, celebrating Black History Month. So I'm going to play my idol right now to celebrate Black History Month. I think you'll recognize it right away. Please play the next video.
I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity. This nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is a faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day. This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning, "My country, tears of thee." Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. And so let freedom ring. From the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom ring. From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom ring. From the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania, let freedom ring. From the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado, let freedom ring. From the curvaceous slopes of California. Not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring. And when this happens, when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Wow. I get so emotional every time I see that. Yeah. I have a dream, same dream, that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed, that all men are created equal, all men and women are created equal, all human beings are created equal. Yes, all human beings, we can all love each other. It's possible. So I want to read a few more statements from Martin Luther King, because he was all about love. And just to put up here, God is love. So with God is love right out of the Bible, it's possible that all human beings are free, equal, in love, in a loving world. God is love. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I love you, Martin Luther King. You're my idol. So here's some of the sayings from Martin Luther King. We need leaders not in love with money, but in love with justice. Justice. Not in love with publicity, but in love with humanity. Humanity. So I just want to pull out something, because every time I see it, I'm just like, this is exactly what the world is about. There's only one race, the human race. We're all human beings. So I don't see color. So right here I see two children. Two children, generic, two children. And I look in their eyes. That's the only place I need to look. When I speak to people, I look in their eyes. It's the only place I need to look. I see love. Love, love, love. Pure love in the heart and soul. That's the only place you need to look. We're in a loving world, and there's only one race, the human race. So let's all love each other as human beings. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. And Martin Luther King, he knew that. We all have blood. We're all the same. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Martin Luther King. Love conquers hate. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. It goes viral just by saying I love you. So spread the love. Only love can do that. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? What are you doing for others? It doesn't say, what are you doing for yourself? It's not about us. It's not about ourselves. It's not about me. This show is not about me. It's what am I doing for others? I'm loving others. Loving, loving, loving. All I want to do is see other people happy and in love and spread love all over the world. That's my mission before I pass. And again, like I showed you, I was in a car accident. Life is short. So what are you doing for others? It's a question to ponder over. So I love you, love you, love you. Do you hold the door open? Do you say, I love you? Do you give just because? What are you doing for others? Martin Luther King. And last but not least, love. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. Love. I love you. And I'm just going to give you an example. The other day, a guy passed me on 95, giving me the finger. I had no idea what I did. So I said, can you roll down your window? He rolls down his window, and I said, hey, buddy, brother, I just want you to know I love you. I love you so much, so much, so much. I love you. And the finger went right down. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. Martin Luther King knew pure love, freedom, happiness. We will all be free. All human beings will be free. Love. So to celebrate Black History Month, there's no one I could think of playing a song more than MJ. MJ to me, and especially this song, it encapsulates everything about Martin Luther King. So please play the next song.
1, 2, 3. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Oh yeah. Imagine all the people living for today. Yeah. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, yeah, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us. Oh yeah, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of men. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one. Be as one. Imagine all of the people sharing all the world.
live in. I mean, really. So imagine it's possible for us all to love each other as human beings. So right now, get ready to rock love with all singers who have passed. So you know you only have now to love each other. Please play the next song.
So you guys, are you ready? Sorry.
Yeah.
Make sure we're good. Are we on? Good. Cool. I like it. Okay, take it away.
Passed way too soon. I don't know, 42? Look, Priscilla Presley, right? Lisa, right? Just passed. What was it? Lisa Marie Presley just passed. 51? Heart attack. Life is short. You never know. It could happen like this. So let's all love each other. Like this. Let's all love each other. So I'm going to continue on. Please play the next song.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you.
Oh, wow. Whew, I'm so emotional about that song. Again, passed too fast. So, here we go. Perfect. You will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. That's how fast when life passes. Look, she's there, then she's not. That's the way it is. So go out now. I mean, if that song doesn't inspire you to go out now and tell everybody in your life how much they mean to you, how much they love you now. Pick up the phone, call, tell them next to you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Or what are you waiting for? Passing? When you pass? Now's the time. Now. These songs, again, just keep me wanting to just say I love you to everybody, everybody, everybody. So please play the next song.
Maybe I hang around here a little more than I should. We both know I got somewhere else to go. But I got something to tell you that I never thought I would. But I believe you really ought to know. To answer, I see it in your eyes. Maybe it was better left unsaid. This is pure and simple, and you must realize that it's coming from my heart and not my head. I love you. at all. But this feeling doesn't come along every day, and you shouldn't blow the chance when you've got the chance to say, I love you. I love you. Honestly love you. If we both were born in another place and time, this moment might be ending in a kiss. But there you are with yours, and here I am with mine. So I guess we'll just be leaving it as this. I love you. I honestly love you. I honestly love you.
Hi guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wow. So she's from the Philippines. So we have a group called Love Songs with over 355,000 people. Love Goes Viral. That's one of the songs. So if it doesn't make you want to call now and tell somebody you love them, who means the world to you. How many people in your life who mean the world to you that you've never told you loved, and how much they mean the world to you? Now's the time. Now. Before you pass. I mean, I see Turkey on the TV. Hundreds of thousands of people are going to pass from that earthquake. They're screaming, they're wailing, they lost their whole family, and they're still waiting 14 days later that they're going to come out of the pile. What are we waiting for? I got to stand up for this. What are we waiting for? Let's all love each other. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Don't wait a second. So I'm going to play the next song. Please play the next song.
Guess mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. I'm not the first to know there's just no getting over you. I know I'm just a fool who's willing to sit around and wait for you. Baby, can't you see there's nothing else for me to do? I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly my head is saying, fool, forget him. My heart is saying, don't let go. Hold on till the end, and that's what I intend to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you.
Olivia. When I found out she passed, I was in shock. That's what happens. So like Valentine's Day was this week. How many people did you not ask to be your Valentine? How many people did you just say, be my Valentine? How many people did you not give a card? How many people did you not give roses? How many people did you not say, I love you to? You know, it was interesting. On Valentine's Day, the first person I called was my mom. My mom is my Valentine from the day I was born till now. And all we did was keep saying, I love you on the phone over and over and over again. I cried and cried and cried. I was so happy. Love you, Mom, more than anything in the whole world. Love you, love you, love you. My gorgeous, beautiful, amazing, incredible mom. Love you. You gave me everything I am. I love you. I owe you my life. You gave me life. So I'm going to play the next song. Again, someone who passed. Killed me that he passed. I mean, oh my God. Love him. Please play the next song.
Some days it don't come easy, and some days it don't come hard. Some days it don't come at all, and these are the days that never end. And some that you grieve and fight, and some that you carved in nice, some that you like nothing I've ever seen before. I will again. And maybe I'm crazy, oh it's crazy and it's true. I know you can save me, no one else can save me now but you.
love you. I love you. You know how many concerts I missed that I regret because he just passed? I'm never going to get to see him again. That's how short life is. It's now. You have a second. I love you, Meatloaf. I love you, love you, love you. You were my first concert in high school, Bat Out of Hell. I'll never, ever forget it. I love you. So before I end the show, I'm going to talk to my trusty Google right now because Google defines things for me. Hey, Google, define I love you.
I can't feel romantic love, but I think you are wonderful.
Google, hey Google, define love.
Here's the definition of love: an intense feeling of deep affection.
An intense feeling of deep affection. Hey Google, define love you.
According to Wikipedia, love encompasses a range of strong and positive emotional and mental states, from the most sublime virtue or good habit, the deepest interpersonal affection, to the simplest pleasure.
And the flower symbol is red roses. Hey Google, what is a red rose?
According to Wikipedia, a rose is either a woody perennial flowering plant of the genus Rosa, in the family Rosaceae, or the flower it bears.
Hey Google, what does a rose stand for?
According to FTD, a rose's symbolism varies by the color of the rose and how many roses are given. Red roses symbolize love and romance and are the perfect Valentine's Day rose. Pink roses symbolize gratitude, grace, admiration, and joy. Orange roses symbolize enthusiasm and passion.
Yes, so red roses symbolize love and romance. So who could you give a red rose to today? Who did you forget on Valentine's that you could give a red rose today? Now, like now. So wouldn't you love to have a life, you know? Google, what's the definition of love? Hey Google, what's the definition of love? Hey Google, what's the definition of love?
Here's the definition of love: an intense feeling of deep affection.
Wouldn't you love to have a life with an intense feeling of deep affection every second? Just say I love you to everyone. Just say I love you to everyone. And like I always say, one simple I love you can change everything for the better. It's that simple. So I want to thank you for watching the Florida Love Show today and spreading the love all over the world to create world love. All we have is now. So let's go out now and spread the love. And as I end first, I want to just say to each one of you, I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. And as I end every show, who can you give a rose to? I love you. You've been listening to the Florida Love Show, where we've been spreading love in the Florida community. For more information, please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995, or ken@florida-love.com, or on our website, florida-love.com. See you next week, 3 p.m. Friday for the Friday Love Hour. Keep spreading love in your life and have a loving week. Love you all.